they got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul Bearer, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we're here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, man?
You sound down, man. You all right?
No. Just I didn't wake up that. I woke up a while ago, but I don't know. I feel fine.
Speaking of waking up, I didn't even plan on doing this, but you just literally just reminded me of something. Dreams are a weird thing, right? Like how the brain works with dreams. You ever thought about this?
Yeah.
So I was having a dream the other night where I was trying to accomplish something, and I was trying the entire fucking dream to get it done. And right when I got to the end, where it was finally about to happen, my alarm clock went off.
That's how it always works. It usually works like that when you're thinking about nefarious things, those type of dreams.
If you really want to know, it ties into pro wrestling. I was at a party and I was dating somebody. It wasn't my girlfriend now, but me and Saraya or Paige were like, doing nefarious things, like trying to find somewhere to go to like get away from everybody. And we kept like walking into the rooms of this party, and there was like a woman changing a baby, or like a guy was dying on the table and the guy's giving him like chest compressions and shit. And we were just like, whatever, let's go to the next room. And we finally found the room, and it was about to go down, and then my alarm went off. And it's just crazy how the brain works though. Like, how does the brain know that your alarm is going off at that time to set your entire dream on a timeline that right when you get to the point, the apex of the dream, your alarm clock goes off?
I mean, I think it's like your dreams usually don't feel that long though, and you be sleeping the whole night. So it's probably like, your timeline isn't matching up what you think it really is.
But it is though, because I went through all these different steps
to
get to where I was trying to get to. And right when I finally got there, the alarm goes off. So like, regardless of how long the dream was, your brain still timed it out. Like, all right, this nigga think he about to get some. Wake his ass up real quick.
Man, it's like I read about that a while ago, just reading random stuff on like why that happens when the good part of the dream you wake up. I can't remember. It's all tied into random stuff that these therapists think of, and who knows if they really know what they're really talking about.
Yeah, it's a mind fuck. And then I had a dream last night that I interviewed Bret the Hitman Hart on Boot to the Face, and now I want to, because he was messy. Man, he was messy.
Who's he shitting on? Triple H and Shawn, like always.
Yeah, Hogan, all of them. Like, I loved every second. I woke up this morning like, man, we gonna do numbers, and then I realized it was a dream.
Yeah, that probably cost us a pretty penny to get him on there. I don't know. You never know. He might do it for the love of the game. He's a interesting character. Just so,
I'll be like, hey, you want to come talk some shit about Hogan on his anniversary death date? He'll be like, fuck yeah. Can I throw some shit about Goldberg too?
I'm gonna charge you some poutine, and I'm there.
EJ, 5 weeks from today, we will be in London, England, on our way to AEW All In.
Yes, sir. That's right around the corner.
Yeah, 5 fucking weeks. We'll be it's gonna go down. My girlfriend will be doing the Harry Potter tour all day, but I'll probably be what time is it? It's 5 hours from now, 5 o'clock. We'll probably be making our way to the. I'll probably be drunk by now. Yeah.
That's what's up.
We were just looking at YouTube videos yesterday on like shit to do in London. So it's a lot of stuff to do there.
Yep. I can't wait. What you getting anything good this past weekend or this weekend? I guess still. What up, JD Hoop?
Not really. We just girlfriend had a rough day at work on Friday, so she ended up getting one of those THC drinks, and we got a bottle of tequila, and there we go.
Yeah.
Boot to the Face is going to London, JD. We both got tickets to All In. We're fucking flying out. I'm flying out Wednesday night, and then we land basically Thursday morning. We got a hotel close to the city. We're gonna bar hop and go do some sightseeing, and on that Sunday we go to fucking All In.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was saying, this is my annual trip where I do my taxes, go back home to South Carolina. I'm back at my parents' place. Thursday night, I left on Friday morning, but Thursday night I went out with one of my frat brothers, and I was trying to be responsible. I'm like, let me leave early, and because we went to a bar, I'm like, let me leave early because I know my flight leaves out at 5 a.m. out of St. Louis. So I went home, picked up some food on the way home, threw on Impact. Next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, and I ain't even packed yet. I fell asleep sitting up. I'm like, shit, I'm up.
Impact do that to you. And I don't mean to shit on TNA because I love TNA, but I don't know what the fuck's going on over there right now. TNA, two of the most baffling wrestling companies to me right now are TNA and NWA.
I gave up on that once Rampage was the show because I used to be like my little bonus show was NWA, but then when Rampage came around, I gave that up. So
yeah, NWA, I wanted them to succeed so fucking bad, and I don't know what's happened in the last couple of years. It seems like ever since Aldis lost the title, and they've been going back and forth with champs and shit, they just can't get out of their own way. And now they've reverted back to this like old school hillbilly type thing. And friend of the show, Mike Durban, he was a big NWA guy. He was like following him around and shit. And even he gave up on him. Like he'll text me every now and then, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I don't know, dog. You're deeper in than I am.
So it was so promising when Billy Corgan, because he was dealing with TNA, and then they kind of like ousted him out, and then he bought NWA, and they messed up. They had the TV deal CW, and then they did let the guy do coke. I think it was James Mitchell do coke on TV, like dumbasses, and then the TV deal blew up. I mean, they'll always have value just because they hold all of those prestigious oldest titles in the business, but they just gotta get their act together. And
I don't know if they can.
Yeah. Now, as far as TNA, like you said, I guess it kind of put me to sleep. It was like Moose and like Elias on, and fell asleep sitting down, and then woke up. It was like 2:15. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss this flight. Like I don't even know why I'm trying, but I'm like, let me just try to see what happens. I was just already in my head, like gonna redirect how I moved about it. That was gonna basically throw my whole weekend off if I got there that late at that night because I was supposed to get to Charleston at like 10 a.m. So I like threw together a quick bag. I packed like in 15 minutes. I'm like, maybe if I could just speed there, I could maybe make it there at time. So I was damn near pushing 90 on I-70. That was very reckless of me, but I was able to get there. I got there with like 5 minutes before I boarded, and then was able to make my
blame
flight.
it on Jeff Jarrett.
Blame it on Jeff. When push comes to shove, just blame it on Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, just blame it on Jeff Jarrett. You fell asleep watching TNA. It's his fault. Everything TNA is his fault.
But yeah, I got here. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say TNA's got this women's TV tournament going on, and I'm just baffled by the results of that too. Like you have Harley Hudson lose to Thea Hale, who isn't even in the fucking company, right? And to me, and maybe it's because I like her personally, but Harley Hudson's like, not personally, but like I'm a fan of hers. But to me, I feel like she's one of those female wrestlers they could like get behind and make the underdog story out of. Like she had the program with Tessa before Tessa left. And I feel like her going deep in this tournament would have done well for her and to get people behind. But she just loses to Thea Hale, who's not even in the fucking company. She's in WWE. And don't even get me started with Elena Black and Wendy Chu having a fucking 10-minute draw. So now the person, I can't remember who the person is that was supposed to fight the winner of that. They get a fucking bye, basically. Like, what are we doing?
I didn't even watch. Like when I fell asleep, I never even got to catch back up with it because I had to watch SmackDown on Friday, and then I watched Collision this morning. There's just no time to catch up on TNA. So you saying that they had a draw, Wendy Chu and old girl?
They had a draw, and then they shook hands. So apparently, they're trying to turn Elena Black face.
That's garbage. I don't know what's going on with TNA right now. I mean, I try to be positive about it. You know, we cover pro wrestling, so I'm not just gonna quit on it just because it's basically a part of my routine. But sometimes it's hard to get through some of these weeks with TNA. And then Nick Nemeth is a champion. Like, what are we doing? Like you said, like why did if you're gonna have Thea Hale in the tournament, why not put another indie person, her go up against another indie person instead of one of your homegrown talent? I don't get that.
Have her go up against Wendy Chu. Have the two WWE Evolve and TNA, or I'm sorry, NXT people go against each other. Don't have them beating and eliminating your fucking, like, Elena Black and Harley Hudson are probably in the top 10 of the women's wrestlers in TNA. So why are you having WWE people eliminate them? Honestly, if Mara Sade doesn't end up winning this tournament, like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with her, because if you look at the bracket the rest of the way, it's a fucking cakewalk for her. Like, there's nobody else in there that should win that tournament.
We was thinking Elena Black, like you said, they had a draw, so the other girl gets a bye. It's got to be Marsha. Oh, is Indy Hartwell still in it?
I'd have to go look at the fucking thing, but like, and I like Indy Hartwell, but really,
No, you don't. Every time you say you like somebody, you end up shit. You're like, I like Cody Rhodes, but fuck him.
It's true. It's called a compliment sandwich. You say how much you like somebody, and then you shit on them, and then you end it with a compliment. That way, it's my PR training.
Oh, over there it is. Yeah. The Jedi mind trick right there.
Jedi mind fuck. Yeah. Tab in the chat says London. She'll be there.
Is she gonna have like a whole Harry Potter nerdy get up, like the cape and the glasses and all that?
She did that once when me, her, and my daughter went to Universal Studios. They both dressed up for Harry Potter. I don't know. I mean, what she was wearing was kind of hot, so if she want to do that again, I'm not mad at it. Even though I won't be there. I won't be there to reap all the benefits, but JD Hoop in the chat says, what did you guys think of Raina Volcan, Nikki Blackheart? I'm a fan of Nikki Blackheart, and I didn't think they would bring her in as a heel, but I'm not mad at it. She's like a powerhouse. Her using the torture rack, I love. She comes across like a badass right now. Like, her debut kind of had a couple stumbles and fumbles in it, but I think her match last week set the tone for what she's gonna be like. She's gonna be a powerhouse fucking wrecking machine.
Well, I got two things to say, because one thing I forgot to put on our notes was a real big note, but I'll start off with the Nikki Blackheart. So yeah, I mean, I like her presentation. You know, they put her in a big spot in and off a show. For some reason, like sometimes the names don't really connect with me, so I got to get used to the name.
Yeah,
and I get why they done it. They did it because, you know, WWE wants to own the IP of the person. So, which brings me to something like I forgot to put in the notes. Another big thing, guy who debuted at the NXT, Santana was good.
I don't know. I watched it twice to make sure I wasn't crazy. I just wasn't feeling the debut. Like,
now they didn't say his name. Why they gonna change his name if he already wrestled in them as Mike Santana when they did like the TNA crossover?
But wasn't his theme music and video, didn't it say his name on there?
Yeah, he had his, but they didn't say his name, and you already know what's gonna happen when they don't say his name. Is that what?
I don't know if we know that, but I don't know. I was just talking about the presentation of him like coming in through the crowd and them trying to act like he got this huge ovation when most of NXT was like,
I was about to.
Did Santana just walk by me? What the fuck was it?
That's one thing I was gonna bring up. That was like the crowd goes mild type of reaction. Yeah. I was surprised because like he was super popular in TNA, and even when they were doing the crossover stuff, like the NXT crowd was going wild for him, do they just not care that fast?
You know how wrestling fans are. Daniel Bryan told you a while ago, they're fickle. I mean, just look at, without jumping around too much, look at how people are treating Kevin Knight right now. 2 months ago, they wanted him in the main event scene, and now he is, and they're like, why the fuck is he in the main event scene?
Now,
It's like,
now is that
what do y'all want?
now is that like internet fan thing? Because during his match with Darby, they had some dueling chants like a "Let's go Darby, let's go Kevin." So is that
You
an
know
internet
how it
fan?
is. Yeah, internet fans and fans that pay money to actually go to the shows are two different people.
Yeah. Sometimes they, kind of interweave and like coincide, but like I think in this instance, I think he gets booed when he goes in the crowd. Like if you don't get no reaction, that means you're in trouble. But he's getting reactions either way. Sometimes he's getting fans cheering for him, like the super smart Mark fans. Then you get fans that are playing it with the story and booing him. So I think he's in a good spot.
Yeah, I think Santana, circling back to that, spinning the block, if you will, on Santana, I think they're gonna put him on the fast track to be NXT champion. Or else, why else would Tony D'Angelo have beaten Evil? What's his name in NXT? Naraku. He's beat him twice now, and he's injured when he beats him. Like, then he blocked the mist and wiped it in his eyes, like, which was kind of clever. I wish they would have done that with like an Oscar match or something on a bigger scale. But that was a really clever finish they had.
Now, I don't know what's gonna happen with Tony D in the long run, because he came in a lot with those like that class with like Braun Breaker and the Tricks and Nova, but they kind of left him, and he's like Matthew McConaughey and Fast Times? No, Dazed and Confused. He's like Matthew McConaughey, and they like I keep getting older and they stay the same age. He's the guy that was left behind. So like, is there even really a position for him on the main roster? Because like, what are we doing? Because like I said, I think that Mafia gimmick was tailor-made for like a main roster. He was never gonna be like a world champion, but it could have been like the fun little thing on the main roster. Yeah. Now he doesn't even have that. So like, what's gonna happen with him?
Now he looks like one of the wild Samoans when he wrestles.
Yeah, with that crazy ass afro, Jufro,
right.
whatever.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but as you said, Jufro, that's funny. We had back when I was in high school, we had a friend, Michael Melnick, who was Jewish, and he was affectionately, not racially, known as the Jew, and he had a Jufro, and it was just so funny which I had an afro at the time too, so we were like Afro brothers. But yeah, you just sparked the memory when you said that.
Yeah, so maybe they get the belt off of, but then I'm not a fan of face versus face. But if you're gonna get the belt off him, I guess do it with Santana. I'm like, man, what you doing with Naraku? This lady's on the main roster. Maybe this is a small stint for him. Maybe.
Yeah, he's going straight to fucking Monday Night Raw. You said that D'Angelo was old enough and sticking around, and now he's watched everybody else graduate. Almost like that term of die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. Well, we've watched that happen this week in the world of wrestling radio. Your guys over at Busted Open and Pro Wrestling Nation on Sirius XM were such fan favorites and everybody loved them. And this week they announced that I don't know if I don't know what the particulars are. If they've been bought out or if they're just partnering, but Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 is now changing its name to WWE Radio. And I know you don't fuck around internet, social media stuff much, but man, I had no idea people hated WWE and Busted Open as much as they do from the stuff I've been reading. They've called Dave everything but a child of God and a sellout, the whole nine. And then to make matters worse, Thunder Rosa announced that she's no longer affiliated with the show. By the way, she hadn't been on the show in like 8 months, is what I read.
Okay,
like
well, that's the
when's the last time she was hosting? She hasn't in forever. But she made this long post about not being on there, just adding fuel to the fire. Everybody's saying that they're no longer going to talk about AEW and shit like that. And tomorrow's going to be they might get their highest ratings tomorrow because everybody's tuning in to see if they actually talk about AEW Redemption. And it's going to be crazy on a channel called WWE Radio. if they do talk about AEW. Um, I don't even know what my thoughts are on this whole thing. Like I've tried to piece it together to see how I felt about it, but because on one hand, if I'm David McGregor and I created Busted Open and it went from 1 day a week for 2 hours to 3 days a week to 5 days a week to get my own fucking channel, and
7
now
days a week.
7 days a week, and now the biggest wrestling company in the world, the most notable wrestling company in the world, wants to partner with the shit that I built. Man, fuck the hood. I'm moving.
So I got several thoughts on this. Like, I don't even know where to start though. As far as like them buying them out, like with Sirius XM is a weird animal because maybe they might not necessarily have bought the channel, but they've got like they're branded because you got like Kevin Hart has a channel called like Kevin Hart's Laugh. He didn't buy it, but he's got his name branded on it. So don't you think it might be that type of situation?
Well, you got NBA radio, you got NFL radio, you got MLB radio, now you got WWE radio.
So yeah, I don't know as far as that goes, and I don't know. We talked about this offline, and they might be getting like maybe the online personalities might be getting a boost in income or whatever if since now it's WWE, but I don't know. Like, how could they quantify if they're getting more subscriptions based on WWE, like Sirius XM, if you're the big brass? Like, how you know like people are subscribing just to listen to WWE radio and we're gonna pay you more?
I think when you sign up, don't you sign like a little survey of what you want to listen to?
I never done that shit.
Really? I'm pretty sure I did back when I signed up. Like when you first sign up and you open the app, you have to pick like what your favorite things are. Like they give you a choice to pick, like that way they can tailor make your home screen and listening shit to what you want to listen to.
Yeah, they do that sometimes, but as far as like an actual survey, I don't remember doing that. Busted Open as well.
Maybe not a survey, but you pick your favorite shit.
Yeah. So maybe that's how they quantify it. But C Fluid said Busted Open has been biased for. Yeah, that's why I don't really listen to during the week because Bully, he's on LFG, so he definitely is biased towards them. And since Mark Henry's since Mark Henry has left AEW, he's not biased, but like he doesn't talk as favorably at AEW as he was when he was in the company. And you about to chime in a little bit on that.
One, I love Mark Henry's perspective on most stuff on Busted Open, but I do feel like he doesn't push back enough to like. I feel like Bully just punks everybody out on that show. I was listening to, I think it was Friday, so it was the day after they announced this, and it was Bully's first day on there, and he basically said, while Dave was on there, he goes, "Yeah, you and Doug Mortman, who started the show. Like, I used to love Busted Open back in the day. Now I'm kind of hot and cold on it. But a pro wrestling talk show on Sirius XM, like, I was loving that shit. But he was like, yeah, you and Doug, y'all could only take it so far. But then I came along and we took it into another stratosphere." And he goes, "Yeah, we got Mark and we got Tommy and other people, but it's basically been me and you that have taken it this."
Was he doing it tongue in cheek or was he serious?
No, he was dead fucking serious. And Dave just sat there and let him say all that shit. And I just feel like he fucking takes credit for so much shit that has nothing to do with him on that show. And honestly, he's like the worst fucking host on there.
He is.
He's worse than Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer sucks.
I mean, they suck in there both in different ways. Tommy Dreamer is like low energy and still is like it just as cocky as Bully, but it comes off, presents it in a different code of paint and whatnot. Bully's just a straight up asshole. I guess that's a little bit better. You're telling me straight up you're an asshole, but I don't like either one of them. I like
but
Mark.
A liar also.
Yeah, he's a liar too. So,
but like you were about to say, Mark Henry's good. I like Jonathan Hood and Justin LaBar on there. I think Nick Nemeth is good when he's on. I thought Baron Corbin was good when he was on there. Honestly, I think Baron Corbin was probably the best one. Like, he probably gave the best perspective because he was still wrestling at the time. Mickie James is my GOAT female wrestler. I don't think she did the best while she was on there. I didn't really like Thunder Rosa on there either. Natty,
I know you weren't a fan of Denise Salcedo. Like, she's grown on me some though, because when she first got on, she was a little bit too polished, but now she's on there cussing and saying wild shit. I'm like, okay, now you finally loosening up and not sounding like a TV broadcaster. She's growing on me some.
Yeah, maybe I'll give her another listen. I just wasn't a fan of. I wasn't a fan of her style of just like recapping everything word for word. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
watch the show. Like, give me your thoughts on it. Like, I don't need you to tell me word for word what
oh yeah,
happened in every segment.
she's broken out of that mold. Like you said, that's why I didn't really like it either too when she first got on. But that's why I really only listen to like the weekend show. I know you like kind of tune in and tune out during the week just to see what Bully says, so he could piss you off. I do it every once in a while. Like if like I ran out of shit to listen, I'm like, let's see what Bully's
Yeah.
talking about. And then he always pisses me off, and then I tune back out.
Once football season starts, there'll be no fucking busted open for me like throughout the week. It's basically like a dead time of the year. So throughout the week, I'm like, fuck, I got nothing else to listen to. Let's see what's happening over here. And within 5 minutes, I'm like, I hate this motherfucker.
But yeah, so what I'm reading is that the shows that are already been on there are just like going to be untouched. They're going to talk about what they're going to talk about. But you believe that? You think that sounds like a little fishy to me. I don't know if I'm buying that. It's WWE Radio. Like, how are they going to be talking about AEW like that?
I mean, we'll find out tomorrow. Like I said, today's AEW Redemption, one of their last pay-per-view leading into AEW All In. If they come on tomorrow and they're just like bullshitting about WWE shit and not talking about AEW, then there we go.
And then like Eric, I'm reading this. Eric Tate 5135. Do you think Cody will turn heel at SummerSlam?
I have a we're gonna do predictions for SummerSlam later, Eric, and I will address what I think is gonna happen with Cody.
I guess I hold off too. And then DSG Scully forgot to mention in the core, but Corbin must have a foul on someone to come back and have a title match in a few weeks. What, US title match?
Yeah, he's getting a US title match at SummerSlam, I think.
Really? Against Trick?
Yeah.
Trick will bust his ass.
He just whooped Trick's ass after SmackDown went off the air the other night.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, let's wrap up the WWE radio stuff, and then we can go across the street to AEW because we got a lot of predictions to get to today. You got any final thoughts on the radio shit?
I do. How do you feel about like the original WWE program? They're bringing all their podcasts, the Cody's, what do you want to talk about, Stephanie's, Undertaker's, and then they're gonna have live. I think they're gonna be broadcasting Raw, SmackDown, NXT on a weekly basis, and the PLEs on there. How you feel about that side of things?
I like that. That's one of the positive things to it. Like, I'm a person that's in my truck, in my car, my work vehicle a lot. So that's how I listen to all this shit. So for people that are like over the road truckers and shit like that, they can't watch. Like, I think it's like listen to a baseball or football game. The fact that they're gonna broadcast all this shit live. Now you don't have to avoid your social media and shit when you finally pull it. You can literally listen to it while you're driving down. Trust me, when you're on the road, when you can listen to something like that, it makes the time go by so much fucking faster.
Yeah. And somebody popped up in the chat, said any Christian Cage fans. That's actually the only part of the tag team that you like, actually, Chris Rucker, because you're not an Edge fan.
Yeah, I think Christian is way underrated and Edge is way overrated. So I think Christian carried Edge all these years and he's carrying them now.
Like to wrap this up, have you ever been like a person that listens to basketball or baseball games in the car or football games on the radio?
Well, in my previous life, when I was married and we would travel during the holidays, the Cowboys and the Knicks would always play during the holidays. So sometimes I wouldn't be in front of my TV and I'd listen to it on the radio. Like especially, I mean, nowadays you can get on your phone and you can watch everything live. But if you're driving, you can't turn it on like that. So you turn the radio on and you listen to it. And honestly, like radio, if there was a way for me to watch a Dallas Cowboys game and sync the radio feed up with the TV, I'd listen to the radio feed over what happens on TV because they just paint the picture so much better.
A lot of people do that. They synced up the radio. Christian is his favorite wrestler of all time. Hey, shout out to Christian Cage. But a lot of people do sync it up. I don't know how they do it, but a lot of people are able to sync up the radio and the TV broadcast. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm a simpleton. Like for some reason, I have to have visuals. Like I never like just listen to the broadcast. I need like the visual too. But a lot of people do, listen to it on the road. Like you said, it's lots more safer than what I did last weekend, routing it up on my,
while you're driving 90 miles an hour up I-70.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do not do what EJ does, everybody. This is not what you should be doing.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like you said, we'll see what happens this first day, and it's gonna be so trash if they just stop talking about AEW and that it's all about the mighty dollar if that's the case.
I'm like I said, I'm in the middle. Like I get it. I'm with the people that are like, well, this is the only show on Sirius XM that talks pro wrestling, and we've been here for years, and we tune in for this. But at the same time, if I'm with Greca and WWE throws that money at me, like I've been working for 20 years for this shit.
Yeah, if they're throwing money, we don't know. We don't know if they're necessarily in a boost on it. It just might be a branding change. So.
And I mean, if it's WWE Radio, you got to think they're gonna have more access to WWE wrestlers and events and shit like that. So they're the biggest company in the world. Like I get it. If you're an AEW sicko, fucking go listen to their podcasts. I'm sure Aubrey Edwards is still doing her thing, right?
Yeah, but still, man, like you want some type of journalistic integrity. Like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, is it that serious where we need to buy out a radio station just to, box people out of the paint from talking about it? That means you're threatened. Then if that's the case, so
yeah,
it is what it is.
Maybe Tony Khan should fucking buy one of the other channels that are dying on Sirius XM, like fucking Boneyard or some shit like that. Change that shit to AEW Radio. By the way, Tony Khan, if you need somebody to cover AEW, your boys at Boot to the Face, we're all in.
Hey, yeah, that'd be a good way to go about it. So yeah, I think we all just have to wait. Nice little shout out Aubrey. Ruck has never been a fan of Girl Hebner. He thinks she's the Diddy of the rest female.
All in the video.
All in the video.
My girlfriend doesn't like her either. Like she barely watches wrestling, but for whatever reason, she's there whenever Aubrey Edwards is the referee, and she's like, "Get this bitch on my TV." I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, babe.
Who won in a match between Aubrey and Jessica Carr?
Oh, Jessica Carr, smoker.
I don't know about that, man. Girl,
Jessica Carr's a trained professional wrestler.
Hasn't Aubrey?
She was trained by Hall of Famer Bully Ray Dudley.
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know how a wrestler hold up in that case. But yeah,
whatever happened. It's funny you bring Jessica Carr up. I was literally on the treadmill this morning warming up before I lifted, and I threw on WrestleMania. And the first thing that came up was Becky versus AJ Lee. Did they just drop the Becky and Jessica Carr storyline because of the Nick Aldis thing? Like you got a GM about to wrestle. Can you have a referee about to wrestle too?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they didn't want to double dip like that because it seemed like it'd be perfect for them to wrestle at SummerSlam, and they got to come back.
Like that's where they were going.
They got to come back around to it, or Triple H got to get this work.
Yeah, well, he ain't gonna get no work. He's done a lot of stupid shit. Nobody seems to care about it, but it is what it is. This is why I want to interview Bret Hart.
Hey, I knew he always had a big nose, and that's why I didn't mess with him.
WWE did turn down Aubrey for a job before AEW came into existence. I wonder why. Because your referees are supposed to be seen and not heard, and she's always fucking.
Hold up, man! You sound like the granddads from back in the day. A woman should be seen and not heard.
I didn't say a woman. I said a referee. You're not gonna put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I said a referee. I did not say a woman.
Yeah, sometimes the theatrics she does is a little bit over the top, but
a little.
This is the wrestling business, baby. Like you can't. Just gotta throw a little flair in there. No pun intended.
No, she's throwing a lot of flair in there. Like you say, all in the video. Let's get to these AEW predict. Let me make sure we got no other notes before we start predicting shit. No. We do have something to talk about. I want to talk about Will Ospreay real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So this Death Rider storyline's been going on for a while. we brought it up last week with Moxley. We've overused the phrase, but being all in the video for the world title match. Um, I've wondered why Will Ospreay would go and join the group of people that broke his neck and put him in the situation that he is in the first place. And I'm going to give you know what? I'm going to tease it. We'll talk about it when we predict the main event for Redemption. No, I take that back. We're not doing it All In this week. I'll just tell you now. I think Ospreay's going to win at All In, right?
Yeah.
Babyface moment, the whole nine. And I think on Wednesday on Dynamite, he's going to beat the absolute shit out of Jon Moxley. And it's not just going to be him by himself. Wheeler Yuta, Cesaro, Daniel, and Pac are all going to help him. And the entire time, this has been a ruse. And because this has been a thing where Ospreay's been a heel this entire time. And you'll be able to go back and look and be like, damn, he was. Because right now, he's complicit as fuck with what they're doing. If you watched Collision last night, he came out and attacked the Young Bucks from behind.
He getting a hidden blade.
Hidden blade on the Jeff Hardy Young Buck. I mean, that's what the Young Bucks is basically Jeff and Matt Hardy. But yeah, I think they're going to give you a babyface moment at All In where the whole crowd in London's like chanting for him. And I think come Wednesday night on Dynamite, Will Ospreay's going full fucking heel.
I wouldn't mind that little twist because we've been like, I predicted, I don't know what your thoughts on it, that when he was doing that losing streak, I thought the Death Rider was going to pack his ass out. And then he ended up winning the Continental Classic and then it just kind of went away. So I was always thinking that Jon Moxley would be ousted and then he'd go back to a wild thing and the crowd go crazy. So I think that'd be a nice little twist to it because everybody thinks it's going to be the opposite, that the Death Riders end up getting Will Ospreay out. I don't know if I totally agree with you, but I think I would enjoy that route more than what is happening because Sleep Fluid said reminds me of Sting in the Four Horsemen. I don't know about that story.
Ooh, that's a throwback. That's a deep cut right there, Seaflu. Sting's with the Four Horsemen for like a cup of coffee. And he got too popular and he ended up earning a world title match. And they were like, fuck you mean you're gonna go through with the match? And he was like, I won the fucking world title match. Like, yeah, I want a shot at the title. And they beat his ass.
They kicked him out.
They beat the dog shit out of my boy Sting.
Oh, hold up now. So it was him, Flair, Anderson. Who's the fourth one? Was it?
It was Tully, I believe, was still in the Horsemen back then. This is in like 89.
Well, because I thought once they went back, because they did the Brain Busters. I thought when they went back, Tully didn't rejoin him. Was it the Uncle Howdy?
I know Ole was there.
Okay, maybe
Ole Anderson was the manager of them. So they used to call themselves the Four Horsemen. There was 5 of them. That was weird, but yeah, I want to think it was Arn, Tully, Flair, and Ole that beat the fuck out of Sting.
Was it not damn, what's Uncle Howdy's uncle the
Rotundo?
No. His tag team partner.
Barry Windham?
Yeah, wasn't it Barry Windham? Wasn't it Barry Windham in there?
Was it Barry Windham? I don't think. I think it was Arn and Tully. I'd have to go back and watch. But I thought it was Arn and Tully that. But maybe it was Barry Windham. I remember Luger being in the Horsemen for a cup of coffee. But when Windham was in the Four Horsemen, it was like Sid Vicious, Barry Windham, Arn, and Flair. And they didn't have Ole anymore. That was the Four Horsemen group that I was watching when Arn and Tully were in there. But the Four Horsemen that I grew up on, quote unquote, was Barry Windham, Sid Vicious, Arn, and Flair.
Okay. They had so many iterations of it.
Yeah.
I think it was Anderson, Flair, Sting, and okay, so you were right.
Yeah.
But I was watching, I was like catching up on like WCW from like 95, 96. It was an iteration where it was Brian Pillman was in there. It was like Pillman, Benoit, Flair, and Arn.
Oh, that was a good storyline too. So like the Horsemen that turned on Flair and Flair was like begging Sting to help him. It was Arn and Flying Brian, and they were the only two horsemen. They kicked Flair out. They were like whooping his ass, and Flair was begging Sting. This was like back in the WCW Worldwide days. Like you wake up on Saturday morning, and 8 o'clock in the morning, WCW Worldwide would come on. Flair brought out all these little kids with Sting face paint on, and he's like, "Please, the kids want you to help me too." Sting was like, "If you fuck me over, I'm gonna get you." And Halloween Havoc '95, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
They attack Flair backstage. Sting has to go out there by himself in a tag team match versus Arn and Flying Brian. Flair comes out, got a big bandage on his head, still wearing his fucking Gucci shoes and dress pants. Sting makes the tag. Flair turns on him.
Damn.
Dumbass babyface. I'm sitting there the whole time like, God damn it, Sting. Don't trust this motherfucker. How many times can you get blindsided by him? You know, this is like 95, so I'm like 13. I'm still in it. Like, this shit's still real to me. I'm like, no, Sting, don't fucking listen to him. And there you go. They turned on him. But the next night on Nitro, WCW had like a call-in thing where you could call in and vote out of the babyface locker room and the heel locker room who you wanted to fight. And they picked Sting versus Ric Flair, and he beat the dog shit out of Ric Flair.
Oh, really?
He whooped Ric Flair's ass. Flair tapped out to the Scorpion Deathlock, and Sting decided he wasn't going to let go. Then he finally let go, and he went back to the ring, put his ass in the Deathlock again. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's ass was out there. Everybody's out there trying to get him off. Lex Luger walks out. Man, this was such good shit back then. Luger walks out, who's a heel, says something in Sting's ear. He lets him go, and they walk off together. And they're like, what the fuck's going on with Sting and Luger? Yeah.
Turning off Sting as well. Had a shot. So what? So when did Benoit get in the mix with those three days?
Right after that. It was right after they joined, they put Benoit in. And Benoit and Pillman were like tag team partners.
That's before I really got into it. I got into like late 97, early 98. Like they were disbanded when they finally got it back together. It was Malenko, Benoit, Flair, and Mongo.
Big Michael, Jesus.
Did Mongo finally pass?
Yeah, I think he died like a year or so ago. I think.
You're right. Rest in peace to Mongo. But yeah, that's the iteration. I know because there was even some time in between that where it was like they had Jeff Jarrett in there and Mongo joined.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett always finds a way to like talk himself into something.
The Last Outlaw, man.
Yeah,
he was on Collision last night. He bashed your boy Ricochet in the head with a guitar. Hey man, you gotta give it up to staying power from the Horsemen mid-90s.
This man always figures out a way to get a check. I can't be mad at it.
See, it all ties in together. And I don't want to go too far off the beaten path, but what's going on with that? With like Ricochet, the Demand, and the Lethal Twist with Jay Lethal, and then like I don't understand what's going on with that.
Ball Brothers Unite.
That's what it's just ball. We just ball.
That's basically all it is. Because I don't understand why else they would put them together.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out. But shit, what the hell were we talking about before we got?
We were talking about the Death Riders and Will Ospreay and Sifu in the chat says reminds him of Sting and the Four Horsemen. But yeah, short story long, I think Ospreay's the heel the whole way through, and he's gonna win the title as a babyface and come Dynamite that Wednesday, they're just gonna whoop the shit out of him. The only thing I don't know is if Marina Shafir is gonna get involved with it too and turn on Moxley.
That'd be dope if it was her and Mox just like a little.
I was gonna say what would make Ospreay really heel is if Shafir tried to defend Moxley and he hit her with the hidden blade.
What if even better? What if like he's threatening to hit her, but he can't hit a woman, and then from behind. Zoe Stark came by and took her out.
Zoe Stark?
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck no. Why you trying to ruin a good thing?
Free agents, man. Like, what if it's just like Mox and Marina is like a little manager duel?
Give me Dakota Kai at least, not Zoe Stark or even Bailey.
I thought you liked Zoe Stark.
I don't like no fucking Zoe Stark.
Well, I see like she fit like as like the new woman enforcing the Death Riders. As far
You
as
just killed the whole storyline. Keep him babyface.
No, but I think that would be, like you said, that'd be the more interesting storyline. The only thing that gives me cause for pause is like you saw when Will Ospreay took out the Young Bucks and they were like, "Say, come on, come under the barricade with us." He was like looking back over his shoulder like he wasn't sure about it.
I mean, it's cool to look like you're not sure, but you already hit a motherfucker with the hidden blade from behind. You made your mind up. Your ass over this barricade and let's go get a beer.
I don't know, man. I think I'm with you. I think that would be the more interesting storyline, but I think they're just gonna go the safe route and have Moxley beat the shit out of him and kick him out.
The other storyline in AEW that I'm very interested in because we've talked about it, will be in the building. I think we're on a fucking fast track to Okada versus Kyle Fletcher at All In.
Why you think that though?
You didn't see what happened last week when Fletcher lost and was yelling at Okada, and Okada was like a little bitch, like, stop yelling at me, and then walked away.
I saw that, but I know you don't like triple threat matches or like these marquee events, but don't you think they might throw Takeshita in there too?
Yeah, he's busy. He's doing the G1 or whatever.
Won't that be done All In? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's why I think we're getting Fletcher versus Okada. And honestly, I'm not mad at that if we get that at All In.
So you would be mad if they do the triple threat with throw Takeshita in there?
I didn't say I'd be mad at it, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, if you're trying to get a banger of a match, hell, just make it a 4-way and bring Sheamus in there too.
No, I don't. Did we talk about it? I don't want to see Sheamus in AEW.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, honestly, Sheamus can just hang it up. He's made enough money.
Go to Japan or hang it up. Maybe even TNA. They need help. But
speaking of Japan, I'm about to open a Japanese seltzer.
Nice. It looks refreshing. Is it lemon lime?
You know what yuzu is? Y-U-Z-U? It's some kind of fruit, I guess, in Japan, and lemon. And they make it. I've talked about it before. They make it with real fruit. They freeze it at negative 196 degrees, and it's phenomenal.
Where'd you get it from?
Got it at the liquor store.
Oh, they sell it here? Huh.
Oh yeah, they're getting more popular here.
I'm gonna have to try that out.
That's so good. They're called Suntory, negative 196s. This is what they look like. If you find the ones with the remix on it, where it's 2 fruits, they got one that's like a grapefruit and cherry. I think they got a watermelon kiwi. Like they're just all so good.
Going back to the Okada Fletcher, like how do you do that? That means you got to kick Okada out of the Don Callis family, though, right?
No, you can have beef in the family.
Yeah. Oh,
they've done it before.
She's DSG Scully says Sheamus hanging it up or going to TNA. Yeah, he'll fit in TNA. But what I was gonna say is the only thing I wouldn't mind if Sheamus does sign AEW, if they're throwing the Death Riders. I don't need him being in any solo spots taking up time. Like if he's a background character in the Death Riders, I wouldn't mind that. But other than that, I don't want to see him in the company.
Yeah. Back to the Don Callis family. You asked would one have to leave? I don't think so. And I realized this week the Don Callis family is a perfect heel group.
people get tired of seeing them. That's not what you want, like to get heel heat. Like I don't mind them.
Not necessarily that. Excuse me. So when I was watching and I'm looking at all the players involved, and I'm like, man, I really like Kyle Fletcher. I like Okada. I like Kevin Knight. Murder Hawk. He's like hot and cold. I really don't care about Brian Cage. Like Rocky Romero, I kind of forget that he's in there.
Rapunky Vice, Trent and Rocky.
Yeah, like Trent Beretta, I forget that he's there every now and
then. What about not Hologram? What's Hologram's twin?
Yeah, the clone. El Clone. Yeah, like don't really care about him. When they come on, I don't change the TV because it's entertaining. Like Don Callis goes from like saying really clever shit that I think is funny to me looking at his face and being like, I just want to fucking punch you, right? So when I watch them, I never turn the TV off. I'm always entertained. But now I wouldn't even think to get on the AEW shop and buy a Don Callis family T-shirt. I would never fucking do it. And to me, that's what the perfect heel group is. I'm entertained enough to watch you, but I'm not about to spend my money to support you. I want to spend my money to see you get your ass whooped.
Yeah, they're in the same vein as, even though it's before my time, Hechicera is in there as well. And it's also representing CMLL. They're in the same vein as back in the day, this before my time, the Heenan family, weren't they super deep? Even though this was in WCW, was a terrible group, the Dungeon of Doom.
Dungeon of Doom. They were all, we can't compare the Don Callis family to the fucking Dungeon of Doom. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I don't compare. NWO is a whole different thing. That was just a whole
that's a whole
movement.
nother. And they were way too cool. Everybody bought NWO. If Don Callis family had a T-shirt, I don't see people walking around with that shit on.
But like you said, Dungeon of Doom, but weren't they deep though? Like Don Callis family, and their whole mission was to get rid of Hulkamania.
They were so cartoonish and stupid. Like they literally had a Dungeon of Doom, EJ.
And it did.
The Taskmaster and I can't remember the head guy's name, but
yeah, he was sitting in the chair. He looked like the evil overlord, like Star Wars. Then Big Show was in the Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah,
before he joined the NWO.
Cephalous says the AEW should put Don Callis on commentary. He would make a great heel commentator. I'm trying to think of what he said something this week about his guys fighting each other, and then he said something about them thinking. I can't remember the exact quote, but Tony Schiavone was like, "Are you saying your guys are stupid?" And he's like, "No, I'm saying they don't get paid to think because I do the thinking for them, and they just do the fighting." Like, I can't remember how he phrased it, but he tied the shit in, and Schiavone was like, "Oh, I guess you got me." Like, it was real clever what he did. I wish I could remember the exact quote of it, but I like that. Like, I like Don Callis talking. I like his heel persona, and he's just got that fucking face you just want to punch. Like, he's the perfect leader of a heel group.
Didn't he used to commentate when he was in TNA? I thought to say he was. I mean, I like in the role. Like, he only commentates for his guys. Like, I like him in the role. I don't know if I need to see him as a full-time commentator. Like,
no,
he's in the right pocket that he is in right now. But I remember, like, during when the pandemic was waning, there was like a debate, like, who's the best heel manager in the business? Was it him or Heyman? I feel like Heyman's kind of falling back right now. I feel like Don Callis might be the lead candidate for, like, most punchable.
I mean, Heyman's got the bloodline equity, so that works out. But as of right now, I think Callis is better because Heyman didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he dropped the vision like that. That's kind of weird. Didn't you think that was a little weird? He just dropped the vision.
Can you blame him? That shit ain't working, dog. I'm out. My boy Heyman said, "Get me fuck out of here. I'm going back to Brock Lesnar. Even if he gets his ass whooped by Oba, I'd rather be on that side of the street than over here with these motherfuckers."
I don't want to get too far off track, but with that, like, you think, with that being said, he dropped the vision, you think that means Lesnar's gonna be around for a while? Because everybody's always writing him off to be retired. It seems like Heyman dropped the vision.
I think the plan the whole time was for Lesnar to retire at SummerSlam in Minnesota. And I think I don't know what the reasoning was for him doing what he did at Mania, but yeah, I think Lesnar will be done after Minnesota.
So I guess they're like, forget Gunther retiring and we'll just get Oba to do it, I guess. Interesting.
The High Fan says he did, talking about Callis, during Impact Wrestling stint he was from 2018 to 2020 on commentary.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't need to see him full time. Like, go in there, do it when your boys are wrestling, and get out of there. It'd be overkill if he was there full time. Oh, he does Maple Leaf Pro. I heard Maple Leaf Pro ain't too bad. I know you're not a fan of what's the guy's name? He used to be the NXT commentator.
Mauro
Ronaldo. He's on there.
Yeah,
he's the commentator for Maple Pro.
He's like the fucking Aubrey Edwards of commentary.
Nah, I like Mauro Ronaldo just because, I don't know. He does, he's a jack of all trades. He does all combat sports. But yeah, I heard Maple Leaf Pro is a good watch. So, shout out to Canada.
All right, EJ, let's get into it. We got AEW Redemption predictions coming up. Big show tonight. Starts a little early. Starts at 7 o'clock. Maybe they're finally coming around. Why it's not on Saturday? I don't know. 10 matches on the main card. Um, is there a pre-show?
Yeah, of course.
It's just, again, I don't want to complain about too much wrestling, but it's just such a fucking marathon being a fan of AEW. Like, you got dedicated. It's like Sunday football. You got to dedicate a whole fucking day to AEW.
Yeah, going up north in Montreal. So far, as far as Wikipedia said, there's only one pre-show match. I don't know if I could believe it, but it's 11 matches still.
Let me guess, it's fucking AJ Big Boom.
Only when they're like in the Northeast they do that. Now it's a trios title match, the conglomeration versus the Lethal Twist.
Seaflu in the chat says it's like watching the Ten Commandments.
I never watched that movie. I remember my grandparents like having that on in the background and just being very archaic.
It's like watching Roots.
Oh yeah, or the Jackson.
If the AEW pay-per-view was a VHS collection, it'd be like 7 tapes.
It'd be like watching the Jackson family saga. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The buying comedy. Yeah, that's what I said. So I guess let's run through them. I guess then we start off with that. Start off with that one. Who you got in that one?
I'm gonna go with I want Lethal Twist to win.
Really?
Yeah. What's the white guy's name in it?
Blake,
I can never remember his name.
Blake Christian.
He is really fucking good. I saw him when they came to Atlanta last year. That was the first time I'd seen him. Watching him in person, that dude is so fucking smooth in the ring.
Man, I just feel like just the trio, even the tag team division a little bit, they kind of been mismanaged. Like you got so many groups and stuff where you could really have the trios division cooking, and they just got the belts on the conglomeration, like these jokesters, these clowns. But
carrying maybe belts in their backpacks.
Maybe if you give it the Lethal Twist, then it'll give it a injection, like a shot in the arm. So I'll go with them too. Fuck it.
Yeah. I got a question for the chat. We won't have to talk about it on here because we don't want to make this show long. But AEW has an international and a national champion. So if you win both those belts at the same time, does that make you the world champion? Think about that. Y'all let me know in the chat. Go ahead. Go ahead to the next match.
So
many fucking belts in AEW.
Let's go with this one because they got this in a weird ass order on the site. Bang Bang Gang, Jay White and Juice Robinson versus the Dogs in a double chain tag team match. The last time I could think of and by the Dogs is Finley and Connors, because I know it's a trios group. But last double collar match, I can remember. You remember FTR versus the Briscoes? That's the last one I can remember. And that was
a tag team dog collar match.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bang Bang Gang. I mean, Jay White just got back. He can't lose already, can he?
Nah, he can't lose. I'm gonna go with the Bang Bang Gang. Juice Robinson is a maniac. some wild stuff that happens in that match.
I'm pretty sure he's used a dog collar or two being married to Tony.
Oh Jesus! Anyway. You had to take it there. Next up, Jack Perry. And what's this nonsense he's talking about? I'm gonna be the world champion. Seafood got Bang Bang Gang as well. Like, you see this promo he did on Collision. He's like, I'm gonna be the world champion, but this is gonna be like a little side mission. Like, you think they really would put the world championship on Jack Perry?
They gave it to Darby.
That's different though, man. Darby, like I like actually watching Darby. No, you wouldn't be the world champion. Why not?
That was if you won the international, and I mean, if you win the national title and the international title, that's the fucking world, though.
Yeah. So. Dumbass. I don't know why they have so many damn belts. Tony's got a weird little, neurodivergent where he just likes belts.
Yeah.
But
I'm not mad at the way the belts look. Just a belt question. Is it time for AEW to change their world title?
Yeah, it's been the same thing where the whole time. So yeah, I think
they've changed the women's title like 4 times now.
They've changed the TNT title. Remember it was red at first and silver.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think it is time to change it. So I guess we'll see. But this match is a 6-way ladder match to determine the number one contender for the AEW International Championship. You got Jack Perry versus the Beast Mortals versus Commander versus Speedball Mike Bailey versus Nick Wayne versus El Clone.
I'm gonna go Barefoot Bailey.
So I'm thinking, damn, the Beast Mortals, Mrs. Sasha or Mrs. Mercedes, he got his visa, I guess, because I remember he was stuck over there. So it's interesting. But
people in the chat are all picking Jack Perry.
Well, then I gotta go against the grain. I'm gonna go Speedball as well.
This is for the international title?
Number one contendership match.
Is that the one that Perry had?
No, it's Fletcher has it. Fletcher has it right now. Yeah, Perry had the national.
Jack Perry,
he had the
national title. Okay, so he's trying to step up.
Yeah,
I can see Jack Perry winning after re-signing it, but I'm gonna still stick with Barefoot Bailey.
I think I changed my mind. I'll go with the chat. I'm gonna go with Jack Perry. I don't know.
Y'all. Peer pressure's a motherfucker. Everybody.
he's just not doing it for me for some reason, man. Even going back to Jungle Boy gimmick, I don't know. I just don't. He just doesn't make me feel. Both for little guys like Darby Allin just makes you feel like he's a maniac. But I don't know. I just can't grip on to whatever Jack Perry's doing. And I still think the real glass still rubs me the wrong way. So it is what it is. Next match for the AEW TBS Championship, we got Hikaru. Even though Ruckus not a fan, Hikaru Shida versus Maya World. The TBS Championship.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not familiar with Maya World's game. That's all I was gonna say.
She can go, man.
I'm going with Maya World. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Maya World. Get that fucking TBS championship.
Another July baby. Shout out to Maya World, fellow July birthday.
Leo.
Yes, a Leo. I think the cutoff is 25th. Was it Shawn Michaels' birthday just yesterday? I want to say.
I don't even give a fuck about Shawn Michaels.
Dang, man, it's messed up. So you're going with Maya World. I'll go with Maya World too. Maybe I think this was, Willow gave up the belt due to injury, so I think it was Shida just to be a transitional champion because she doesn't need this belt.
I think they caught lightning in the bottle with Maya World, like putting her in that tournament and seeing what she's got and the crowd getting behind her. Yeah. Fucking put the belt on. Let's see. It's the secondary belt. Why not? It's a worker's belt, right? They say. She's working her ass off lately. Fucking put the belt on. Let's see what happens. Quit going with the safe picks in the women's division. If you're not going to put the women like at the top of the card, then try some shit. Put the belt on my world. Let's see. Hikaru Shida's won like 4 world titles. Now she's a TBS champion. She'll be off TV for like another year and 2 months. Like, just go ahead and take the belt off of her.
Yeah, I agree. So, both of us got Maya World on this one. This is like she's been a world champion. She doesn't need this title, man.
She does a solid hand.
I don't know about that. No, that is. I don't mean that disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
But I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I'm saying you can always plug her into everything and she'll fit into it. That's what I mean by that. I don't mean like she's a mechanic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying you can plug her in at any time, anywhere, and it would make sense, and she'd be good enough to pull it off. But she doesn't need the fucking belt.
I consider like a natty, like a good hand. I feel like Shida could be a world champion at the drop of a hat. Shida. Yeah, that is a little clever plan with TBS. So
is it?
Yeah. I mean, what else can you say, really? I mean, it's a layup, but both of us got Maya World on this one. Let's move on. Tag team championship match. You got Cage and Cope versus the Death
I'm glad
Riders.
You put Christian first.
That's how it's read off on the page. So Christian made sure he wanted his name first. So I don't blame him.
He should.
Versus Claudio Castagnoli and Pac are the Death Riders.
I think Cage and Cope are going to win because you're going to have the New Day come back and fight them at All In.
Do they come out on this show? How's they like? Are their contracts have expired yet?
I don't know. Maybe they come out at the end when Cage and Cope win.
That'd be so dope. It's Kofi and Austin Creed. Tony Schiavone going crazy.
Or maybe they should do like WWE and don't call their names. Be like, we know who these guys are, and we know where they're from. What are they doing here? See you on Dynamite.
How can they do that? That means they close out the show. They're not closing
Oh,
out.
you know what I mean. Like, just don't call their names. Like, what are they doing here? We know these guys.
It might as well. That's like old school WCW. Tony Schiavone was the voice of it, so I wouldn't be mad at that. Next up, match we were talking about earlier.
By the way, the chat's got Cajun Coke.
I got Cajun Coke too. Death Riders, another Death Riders match. John Moxley and Will Ospreay versus the Bucks. This is interesting. Like, and then Hyphen said, I think it's Shelley and Sabian. Well, yeah, because I think because the New Day didn't leave until like a week after everybody else, so maybe their contracts aren't quite up, so it wouldn't make sense. And I know Rucker, if you listen to the show before, he's not a fan of the Motor Machine Guns joining. I'm not mad at that.
They can go back to TNA.
Dang. You just want their career just to die a slow death thing.
Oh, I got no use for them.
They're good hand. That's a good hand. Like, that's a good hand. That's what you consider a good hand.
Where are they?
Yeah, they could go. They got the clout.
Yeah, they can go all right.
They're good. So you can't deny that they're not good in the ring. You might not agree with like their personalities. Do you think Tony was good in the old? Tony Schiavone did a year stint in WWF, and it's kind of not that memorable.
Yeah, his stint was so short. And I'm not gonna lie to you. In '89, I was more of an NWA fan than WWF, so I honestly can't give you an assessment of what Tony Schiavone did in '89. Like,
I went back and listened to some of the old stuff, and like it was okay. His voice was a lot higher back then. Like, it's just a different vibe. But let's keep it moving. So we have the International Championship. This is going to be a banger, but I just don't really see a title change. Kyle Fletcher, your champion for the International Championship versus Bandito.
Oh, yeah. Fletcher's winning this. Bandito sure does take a lot of L's to be the ROH World Champion.
I don't know.
Why are you putting him on TV to constantly lose when he's the champion of a whole nother brand that you're trying to get up? This is just bad business.
I don't even know what's going on with the RH band. I know sometimes you tune in when you're on the elliptical on the treadmill. I'll tune in every now and then just to see what's going on. I put it on for like 2 seconds this morning, and I saw Oral Missa. I didn't know he was in the company. Did you know that?
I don't know who that is. I'm not trying to be funny. I have no idea who that is.
You remember the Order 4 in NXT with Lash Legend?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was the head guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the one in charge, but he was like the least important one of the whole group.
No, that's that guy's still in the company. The fucking Noam Dar, he's still in NXT.
Oh, okay.
The black guy is Oral Mensah.
Okay. Well, I still I couldn't pick him out of the lineup.
Yeah, I tuned on NXT. I'm like, I didn't know he was in that. Cause like ROH, like you could be at the NXT, the AEW version of NXT, but they just need a fucking TV deal. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, and I guess they're not getting one. So it is what it is. It's stuck on ROH website.
I agree with C Fluid in the chat. Says Bandito needs to stay in his own home and worry about his own title. ROH.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think he should be in ROH. He needs to drop that title and just be on AEW. Because
so San Diego Comic-Con, I think, was this week. It was some kind of Comic-Con. Did you see that bullshit? It made them look so lame.
I saw
like they're in there throwing these weak ass punches, and man.
I saw it on Collision. They Brody King popped up and asked Kyle Fletcher that question, and then
they should have left it at that. That was good. But when the fight started, that's too much.
Yeah. Maybe they should have left that out, like you said. Both of us got Fletcher in this one.
Yeah.
They said, well, now they're just giving random rules. Like you said a week earlier, like, why don't they give this rule for like the world title? They have a stipulation. Everyone is banned from ringside for this international title match.
Yeah, because why would you want your world title to be competed one-on-one with no outside interference? Like,
I don't know. It is what it is.
Tony, man. You
Next
I'm
up,
still all elite, but Tony, you making it hard, dog. You really are.
next up, I'm not gonna disrespect Ciampa, but I was gonna say this is the bathroom break match, but I don't know. The Painmaker, Chris Jericho versus Tommaso Ciampa, no holds bar.
This is when I'm gonna go get my ground turkey, put it on the tortilla, maybe slice up an avocado, some peppers, some cheddar cheese. I got some Southwest aioli that I'm gonna put on there. Maybe make a rum and coke. Yeah, this is definitely the dinner break match.
And like Jericho, high fan got Jericho, and like Tommaso Ciampa's definitely leveled up than what he was doing in WWE. But why is he fooling around with Jericho, man? Like you get sucked into this Jericho vortex, and all your aura gets sucked into the vortex as well.
This stupid ass beard sucks the aura away.
You don't like
why you got a big ass gray beard?
What you want him to dye it? Like who's that?
Cut it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like gives him the wild man look that
AEW stopped doing time limits. I think the time limits are only for title matches, aren't they?
I think all the matches got time. I don't know. You might be right. I don't know, man.
No, I actually I think you're right. I think regular matches have like a 30-minute time limit, and the rest of them have an hour if they're title matches.
Yeah, unless it's a continental. Unless you're a continental, then that's like a 30-minute time limit.
Yeah. I think they just don't make a big deal out of them because they never go 30 minutes. But
yeah,
they pick and choose when they want to use it. But I do think I could be wrong. I do think that it's 30 minutes for regular matches and an hour for title matches, unless otherwise stipulated.
Yeah, no, they do that. No, they do them. What? So high fans say they do them. What? I guess the title. I guess the time limit
matches.
Yeah. So all right. So both of us got. Who do we got? Who you got? Jericho or Ciampa?
I got Jericho.
I got him too, just because Ciampa already beat him at Beach Break. And you know my favorite thing, 50-50 booking.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Ciampa won now that you said that. Just fucking. But Jericho just made.
And it's in Canada too.
Just beat him and fucking get him out of here. Get his ass out of here. He's not even. He's Canadian, but he doesn't even claim Canada anymore.
Ain't he MAGA?
Right. Motherfuckers. He lives in Montana or some shit like that now.
Oh snap! Whatever. Let's get into the nitty gritty. We got a singles match for the AEW National Championship, Rucker. We got Mark Davis, your champion, defending against Andrade El Idolo. How you know?
That boy got so much swag. My goodness. He's already ready for All In because he's been dressing like he's one of the fucking Peaky Blinders for months now.
I don't know.
London.
His trajectory needs to be studied because he went NXT champion and he went to WWE, got cut. Then he went to AEW. Was kind of
the US champion though.
Yeah, he was the US champion with Zelina and got cut. Went to AEW and was just kind of floundering around. Like he had some good matches, but then got, his contract was up. Then he went back to WWE. They didn't do shit with him back in WWE, and now he has his second stint in AEW, and now the fans are finally attached to him. So I don't know. Was it the planting the people in the crowd? Was that able to get his juice up some? I guess.
I just feel like Andrade always had the juice, and people know it. They just got to get behind him, and I guess putting the people in the crowd has kind of told smart fans like, oh, they're actually doing something with him if they're going through all this trouble, so we can cheer for him. But Andrade's always had the juice, man. Like, I've said it all along. I think Andrade is what WWE wanted Alberto Del Rio to be. Even though they put the belt on Del Rio, they wanted Del Rio to be what Andrade is, which is really good in the ring, to have this fucking aura of like this Latin fucking lover and just be him. And that's what Andrade is. I've always liked Andrade, so I wish this was a higher title. This is literally the lowest tier title that they have, but I'm picking Andrade, but I wouldn't be shocked if MJF showed up and cost him the match, and that's who fights it All In.
that's the match I see happening at All In, and I don't see MJF fighting for the national title at All In. I think you might be right. I think I might go with Mark Davis on this one. C. Fluid said it doesn't matter how hot Andrade is still wearing the trench coat. Yeah, like you said, planting the people in the crowd, and then him ripping the pants off, that attitude, and then the icing on the cake was the how you know. So I think it was all just a perfect storm. And High Fan said, Mark Davis, they will outnumber, Idolo, distract the ref, and others cause it. Yeah, I think it'll be a bunch of nonsense, like you said, and then it's gonna be MJF versus Andrade at All In. But I don't know. He's got the juicer. He needs a world title match. Maybe, like you said, if Will Ospreay turns heel, that's the perfect guy to get it off them, right?
If Ospreay turns heel, he's gonna have that belt for a while.
Damn. Maybe you could just keep delaying Andrade. Then he should be the first person to. And speaking of that, we always talking about you could always, break glass in case of emergency for Bobby Lashley. What happened to the Hurt Syndicate?
They were talking about adding another member, and then they just walked off of TV.
I said, "Fuck it, fuck you pay me, Tony. You gonna have us still paying us." Yeah.
Let's give a shout out real quick to everybody in the chat that's active. We appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit the sub button on our YouTube. We're trying to build here finally and get up there with the big boys. So if you're enjoying the show, hit the sub button, share us, let your people know to come through every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We are here. Well, I shouldn't say most Sundays, but when we travel, like in 5 weeks, when we'll be at All In, we preempt the show. But the majority of Sundays, noon Eastern, we're here live, and you can find us on all your favorite podcasting platforms. So thanks everybody for tuning in.
Shit, we'll probably talk about this off air. Maybe we would do something live over there in London. You never know.
Okay. I will be drunk, but I'll have my phone with me. So
maybe that's Saturday, or maybe I don't know. We'll talk about it offline. But shout out to everybody. Make sure you sub and like the video and follow us on all social media platforms. But High Fan said, I think Mox and them will turn on Ospreay. Yeah, that's what I think they're gonna go. But I like Ruckus out there better.
The seeds have been planted, man. I pay attention to little shit. Ospreay's definitely the heel in all this.
Yeah, so
not to tie it into real world stuff, but when you just stand by and watch people that you're associated with do evil shit, you're just as fucking guilty. You're complicit. When you don't stand up and tell them to stop, you're complicit. And I think Andrade, I think Ospreay is complicit as a motherfucker right now. Why? Because he's actually the one making them do all this shit behind Moxley's back. Moxley think he's the fucking Jedi, and he's not. Ospreay's outthunk his ass a long time ago.
I'd be definitely interested in that side of things more so than Mox turning on them. That's just too predictable. So we'll see how it plays out though. Let's move on to the world title matches though, Rucker. Women's AEW world title on the line. You got your champion Tekla versus Willow Nightingale.
This is the rough one for me.
Oh, really?
I've been calling for Tekla to lose the title for months.
Now you
actually every time she wins, I like her a little more. And I've gotten to the point where now I'm an actual fan of her. And she's done, as much as I've wanted them to take the title off of her all these months, I have to be honest and she's done a good fucking job as a champion. And now you're going into their version of WrestleMania. You're going to take the belt off of her a month before to put it on somebody else. She's about to CM Punk her way to the title or out of the title picture.
Or
I don't like it. But
Kenny Omega.
I predicted this before Willow even got hurt, that Willow was going to fight Mercedes at All In, and that was going to be the championship match. So I have to stay with my prediction. I won't be mad if Tekla wins, but I got Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, I mean, so High Fans got Tekla as well. Well, no, you got Willow, and he has Tekla, and I think I'll be the tiebreaker. I'm going with you, Rucker. I got Willow in this one. It just makes too much sense for it to be Willow going in there. Kind of sucks for Tekla because, like you said, she's been doing a good job with the championship. You know, she's tired of all these dumb bitches in the company. You know, taking her shine, as she would say. But then, what do you do with Tekla at All In though? Because right now, her and Sisters of Sin, what's the group name? Triangle Madness. They're the Stardom six-woman, championship.
There you go. You could have fucking Stardom chicks come in and fight them for the 6-woman tag matches. You get 3 more women on the show, 6 really, but 3 AEW women on the show. It may be a pre-show. It may be
I'm about to say it smells like pre-show.
That smells like maybe one of the 15 matches we get on the main event, on the main card. But
you said 15. God, you trying to get me to fall asleep in
bro, we're gonna be there all day. You better bring a pillow. I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna be there all day when we go to Wembley Stadium.
Jeez, man, 15. I think that smells like pre-show, like you said, but at least you're on the card, right? Well, I guess will be transition. Yeah, I think Willow will be transition. That's Mercedes belt all the way. I think they wanted to do the reverse. I think it's probably supposed to be Mercedes winning it at Redemption and then Willow winning it All In, but
nah, Mercedes is always going to win her first title at All In.
But how would we? So Mercedes wasn't in the tournament to begin with, though. Before the injuries and stuff.
The injury was fake. There was no injury. That was a lie. That was a Seth Rollins. That injury was fake. She was not hurt. You see a scar on her anywhere from surgery? No.
It could have been a rehab injury, like not else.
Who she just wrestled this week?
I don't know. I can't remember.
She wrestled somebody this week. I saw her pick that woman up with no regret, no regards for her shoulder whatsoever. Nothing wrong with her.
She was, I know in Collision, she's in a tag team match for Maya World versus Tekla and Sheeta. Well, you have the 2 annual Casino Gauntlet matches for the 2 world title. Them are All In. Yeah, maybe Tekla's in that one. So I don't know. She can't not be on the card though.
It's Sami Zayn, my girl Tekla, if she loses. Jeez, now she's got to enter the fucking gauntlet instead of just getting a rematch.
Yeah.
See, they're making me like Tekla even more by like fucking her over.
Yeah, it is.
She hadn't even lost yet, and I'm like, she's a babyface.
It is what it is, I guess. So both of us have Willow. I think some people in the chat got Tekla, so we'll see how it unfolds tonight up there, up north in the Maple Country with their poutine
in Montreal.
In Montreal.
Bet Canada.
I got J-Bomb. Is he in Montreal?
Yeah, they're not going now.
Yeah.
Man, I'd love some poutine right now.
I'm just gonna say something inappropriate, but I'll leave that off record. Let's go to the main event, Rucker. We got Kenny Omega, your AEW World Champion, defending his title against Kevin Knight, your TNT champion.
The Jet. You know, this isn't gonna happen. But imagine you buy plane tickets to fly from America to London because you think Will Ospreay is going to fight either Kenny Omega or MJF, and it's going to be this huge match. And 5 weeks before, they put the belt on Kevin Knight. Now, personally, I wouldn't give a fuck because I think Ospreay versus Kevin Knight would kill it. But there's no way it would be business malpractice to put the title on Kevin Knight right now. And again, this is not a personal thing. I would fucking love Kevin Knight versus Ospreay in the main event. But there's no way you can take the belt off of Omega right now. If this is not MJF getting the belt, if it's not MJF versus Ospreay or Omega versus Ospreay, there's nothing else you can do right now. And as much as I love Kevin Knight, you can't put the belt on him right now. Those fans would fucking, they would go ape shit. Like, you think they're mad about WWE Radio on Busted Open right now. Imagine putting the belt. I don't even want to say what I was about to say. Imagine that, though. I'm going to go with Omega.
Yes, sir. So, out of both companies, WWE, AEW, and I'm not even including Roman's belt, just the main world titles. How many title changes have you think has happened this year with both companies, if you could guess?
Of all the belts,
No,
or just the world
world
titles?
titles, not including Roman's belt, the WWE Championship and the AEW Championship.
7.
Oh, that was right on the dot. 7 goddamn world championship changes. That's more than some of the mid card titles, which is crazy. They got to stop
I'm
with
not
this.
mad at that though.
I'm kind of mad at it. I mean, it's not. This is
It's
not
like-
your TV championship. Like, I get it. Like, you want to make it unpredictable, but 7, that's insane.
We've talked about this before though. Like, remember the middleweight division in the UFC where nobody could defend the belt? Like, they had like 8 champions in a row, but then on the top you had Anderson Silva just beating the fuck out of everybody.
This
Like,
ain't the UFC though. This is scripted. Like, I don't know.
it's combat sports.
It's scripted though. We know the outcomes. I don't know.
You know, as a fan that, you know, I'm in my 40s now. I've been watching wrestling for years, right? So you kind of start to pick up on the patterns of stuff. There's nothing worse than somebody winning the belt and you being like, well, fuck, I guess this is the champion for the next 6 months of my life. Like, this is real time that we're going through too. You got to think it's not just pro wrestling time. Like, this is my life that I'm watching these people do this stuff, and I got to put up with fucking Jinder Mahal as a champion for 6 months. Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather you be unpredictable and somebody wins the title. You're like, fuck, no point in me watching this week because they're going to defend the title. And then they lose. And then you go to the next pay-per-view and that person loses. And then you go to Dynamite 3 weeks later and that person loses. Now you have to watch everything because you never fucking know who's going to be the world champion. To me, that's good.
You got to make it make sense, though. We're not doing it just for the sake of doing it. And if they would do it to Kevin Knight, that'd be for the sake of just doing it, just to do it. So,
oh, he ain't gonna win.
With that being said, I'm picking Omega. But like,
Yeah.
So once Ospreay, because we spoiler alert, we're probably both picking Ospreay to win it at All In. How long should his reign be though? If he wins it,
I don't know. It depends on if he turns a heel or not. If he's a babyface, 3 months. If he's a heel, All In next year.
Damn, you said the whole year reign. That's how you.
If he's gonna have the Death Riders with him, fuck yeah, let's dominate this shit.
Well, that's a good way to like build up the next guy who takes it off him. So I wouldn't be bad at that. Swerve, not Andrade though,
or Kevin Knight, or Andrade. Don't give me the same old shit you've been giving me for the past 7 years. Build somebody else up now. I don't need Omega. I don't need Moxley.
Or Hangman.
Jericho. I don't need Hangman. Can't do the title anymore. Give me somebody new. You're trying to be the alternative of WWE. Give me some new challengers. Put somebody else over All In. Make Ospreay the biggest heel in your company with the Death Riders behind him, and build up somebody like Andrade. Build up somebody like Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
Hell, you could even turn MJF face.
I've never been that big on Tabs Marie says boot to the face. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not a fan of face MJF though, but all those other options I'm down with. So
not corny face MJF, just fucking asshole. I know people have tried to replicate the Stone Cold model of it, but just anti-hero MJF. Just let him be himself. Make him a babyface.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be a
way to walk that line.
Yeah, it is. Total line. So it'll be a fun match. So hopefully, I don't have to work tomorrow. I know you do. So hopefully, I'll fall asleep on it though.
Yeah, I might not make it to the main event. They haven't listed SummerSlam night 1 and night 2 matches, right?
Yeah, so we could go through the whole card, and then once we recap night 1, we could, if you change your mind on some night 2 matches, you can change your pick.
Let's just breeze through the card, though. We don't have to dissect it the way we just did AEW because it's getting late early. We've been here for an hour and a half already.
Well, so it's 12 matches on this.
6 each.
Yeah, so they're
probably 12 matches for 2 nights of SummerSlam. and 13 matches for one night of
Oh no,
redemption.
11, but basically both neck and neck, neck and
It's
neck.
wild to me.
Let's go through it then. I don't like to order this, but fuck it. I'll just go from top to bottom. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. Championship.
Trick Willie.
I got Trick Williams.
I changed my mind. Corbin's gonna win.
Why? I know you're a Baron Corbin fan. I know you like him grilling up meats and stuff, but it just doesn't do anything.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. He just doesn't do anything for me, man. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Corbin's a good heel.
He's a good hand.
We were talking earlier. He's a good hand. Corbin's a really good hand. His finisher was protected forever. You could put him in. Think back to fucking WWE debuting on Fox. They had The Rock and they had Becky Lynch in the ring. Who they have in the ring with him? Baron Corbin.
And he still cut his ass.
But he's that good at a heel and being the person to get you to boo him and cheer for the baby. Corbin's fucking solid, man. Like, put the world title on him. I thought he should have won the world title his last stint. If he can build himself back up, bum ass Baron Corbin, he can build himself back up, man. I think he should get a 3-month heel run with the title.
I was gonna say maybe he was a Vince guy, but him getting rehired, maybe he was a Triple H guy and they found some money in the budget. C Fluid says time to transition Trick over to the main. I said that they should have just bypassed the mid card, but they didn't listen to me when he was white hot before like Over really caught on. But they had him.
Here's the thing with Trick. He's not good enough in the ring yet to be a main event player. He's got the juice. He's got the aura. He's got the entrance. He's got the fur coat. He's got the manager. He's got the gift of gab. All that. But in the main event, you got to be able to put on a good match at the end of it.
Shit. They had the belt on Jinder Mahal. Anybody.
I mean, it's a low bar. You're right. But we're talking about keeping him in the main event scene for years to come. He's just got to step his game up a little bit in the ring department.
Yeah. Well,
I think he needs a new finisher.
Yeah, the trick kick is kind of. Why don't you just make it the Rock? He already does the bookend. Let's make it.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like he connects with that trick shot.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree. Let's keep it moving.
We firing shots at fucking Cody. I like this shit, C-Fluid. I get what you're saying, but is Cody really good in the ring?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Not great, but good.
Then he added to it. He said, before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. And my boy said, or is Punk.
Oh, come on. See, Punk is Punk was terrific in the ring.
Yeah. In 2012.
But now he's good. He just had I know you don't like the Meltzer scale, but him and Roman just put on a 5-star match at Mania.
That was a great match, but Roman carried that.
Okay. So Roman's first 5-star match, he carried it.
Roman's had 5-star matches before. He was just graded on a curve because Meltzer doesn't like him. Also, who gives a fuck what Meltzer rated it?
That's what I just said. You don't like the Meltzer scale, but I'm just saying.
Big pickle nose motherfucker. Nobody cares about Meltzer.
Either way, Punk is not the Punk of 2012, but the disrespect is crazy. Cody's good. Cody's good in the ring.
He's passable.
What do you mean passable? That's low-key shade.
Stupid ass Cody Cutter.
He's good, not great. Like I'm not
that dumbass fucking move where he like lays down and punches somebody in the face that he's always got to get in.
And low-key, Cody's got like, I know you know like the Meltzer scale, but he's got like 5 or 6 of those under his belt. Most of them in WWE, only like one in AEW. So it is.
Who were they with though? They were with people better than him.
It was Seth. Yeah, one with Punk. The one I think not with Punk. He didn't. This is his first match with Punk. What the fuck? It was with Seth.
Roman.
I don't think either one of those got 5-star actually. Either way, like you said, maybe it was his opponent, but I think the one with Cena. I mean, Cena SummerSlam last year got 5 stars. So don't go hating on Cody now. But let's keep it moving. Bella Twins, you had your returning Nikki on SmackDown.
Boy, they about to beat the dog shit out of Paige.
You think so?
Ooh, this about to be a monumental ass whooping.
Well, they're teaming up with Paige to face Fatal Influence, JC Jane, and your tag team champions Laney Reed and Fallon Henley. So
whoa.
Mm-hmm.
It's Laney Reed and Fallon motherfucking Henley.
Well,
you gotta say her name correctly.
You said it.
I tweet that shit every SmackDown.
Tag team champion. So I'm guessing you're picking Fatal Influence to win this one.
Mm-hmm. And Nikki Bella's gonna beat the shit out of Paige, and Bree's gonna stand there like, "What are you doing?" She's gonna be like, "Remember that time I beat your ass at SummerSlam? You better get in here and get some." And Bree's gonna be like, "You're right." They're gonna put the boots to her.
I'm gonna be mad at that, but you got to get the tag team belts in the Bella Twins, and so you have them as heels winning the belts.
Yeah, why not?
Because Fatal Influence is whatever.
Because nobody likes the Bellas anyway. Everybody shits on them anyway. So
I'm picking Fatal Influence as well. Next up, we got Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor, #1 contender match for the WWE Championship.
You talk about two people that people want to both win. I want Finn Balor to have another title run. I don't think he got a fair shake his first run. Yeah. I just don't think this is the right time for it. And I think Sami Zayn's gonna win by nefarious means.
Yeah, I really don't care about another Finn title run. If it happens, I won't be mad at it, but I'm not clamoring for it. Picking Sami Zayn as well. Seems like that's good heat coming out of the pay-per-view, or PLE. So we both got Sami. Next up, this is the clown show match. And why are they doing my boy Dom like this? They got him versus Danhausen in what is it, singles match. The winner will keep $100,000 at Danhausen. Like, why? I hate the fake money because AEW used to do those fake money matches all the time. Like, what are we talking about with this $100,000 stipulation? I got Danhausen winning though.
I got Danhausen taking his first loss.
Oh, I wouldn't be mad at that because I feel like Dom had all the juice and the aura coming out of Mania last year. I was in the building, like fans were cheering for him, and now they just have him like as Liv's arm candy right now. I don't like it. I know he's
not a bad place to be. I mean, just saying.
Visually, but like I know he's got his thing going on in AAA, but like I feel like they cooled him down like intentionally on the main roster. I don't like it. But so you got Danhausen taking his first loss. I'm gonna rock with Danhausen just because he's the hot hand right now as far as his face everywhere. So what about this grudge match? Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
I got Gunther winning, but I think Nick's gonna put a show on. Yeah. So help me out. Did he relinquish being GM for good or just through SummerSlam?
Wayberry made sure to emphasize that it's just temporarily for SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah, then he's definitely losing.
Do you think they're gonna actually let him cook some?
Oh, yeah, he's
okay. So yeah, former NWA champion. He retires Nate. I don't know if he retire him. It could be like
I think he does. I think this is his one WWE match that he gets, and he gets to say he wrestled at SummerSlam, takes the loss to Gunther, and he goes back to being the GM.
I think it might be like a little situation of Nigel. You know, Nigel, he wrestles every blue moon. I think they might have Nick Aldis do something like that.
Does Adam Pearce get involved?
That's a good question. I say no. I'm going with Gunther as well. Let's keep it moving right along. Tiffany Stratton. This is for the five-way ladder match for the stupid interim WWE Women's Championship because they love themselves some Rhea. We got Tiffany Stratton, your U.S. Women's Champion, versus Jade Cargill, versus Chelsea Green, versus Charlotte Flair, versus Julia, versus Lash Legend. That seems like more like 5 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Julia or Lash Legend. When does that match happen? Like the determine
SmackDown.
Who won?
No, it happens this.
This week. Coming up. I forget that we got another SmackDown.
Because Nia Jax got fucked over twice.
Damn, she She gonna give some people the bonsai drop off of that.
But wait. Oh yeah, that's so Lash Legend, Julia, Lash Legend or Julia,
Yeah,
Charlotte, Rhea, not Rhea, Jade,
Chelsea,
Tiffany. Pull the trigger. Put the belt on Chelsea.
I don't like it. Like I said, her first championship. I don't want it to be no stupid interim.
It's perfect for her though.
This sucks. I'm going Charlotte. Fuck it. I'm going Charlotte.
No, I think Charlotte and Jade got a thing going. Hey, that's your pick. In my opinion, Charlotte and Jade got shit going on. Neither one of them is gonna let the other one win. I think Chelsea's gonna steal it.
So I got Charlotte. Rucker has Chelsea. Random six-man tag team match. I guess it's a way to keep the storyline moving. You got LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa versus Royce Keys versus the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso.
I'm never picking against the Bloodline.
I got the Bloodline, and I got Solo turning on the other group and joining up.
Not Solo Dolo.
Yeah, Solo.
No, I need babyface Solo in my life. He's so fucking funny.
If he doesn't do it during this match, he's going to do it during the Tribal Chiefs match. One of the two. So, yeah, that's what I got. So we both got the Bloodline in this, but I got Solo turning. Let's see. Penta versus the hometown guy and Chad Gable for your Intercontinental Championship match.
I wanted Penta versus Javon Evans so bad, but I'm gonna go with Penta, man. He's every time I think he's gonna lose, he wins. So I think they got something planned for him to have a long Intercontinental title run.
See, Flu said Bloodline and Royce. Yeah, of course they're gonna make our guy Royce take the pin. I don't know. They don't really like LA Knight like that.
LA Knight's taking that pin.
Yeah, they don't really like him. If should really be Solo taking a pin, but if that don't work if my plan doesn't if my plan comes into fruition. But it'll probably be LA Knight because they don't really like him. So it is what it is. You said you got Penta. I got Chad Gable just because they want to get the hometown moment. Him doing the dumbass skull clap with the crowd. So I got Chad Gable in this one. Let's move on to the women's title match. We got Liv Morgan finally defending her title against Io Sky.
I got Liv winning and Stephanie Bakir showing up.
Oh, finally. Yeah. We don't know her injury. I got Liv winning as well. You know how I love 50-50 booking, and that's probably where they're going. You know, Io won the queen of the ring, and now Liv gets her get back. So we both got Liv Morgan in this one. Hoss match. This might be a main event on one night. We don't know since they haven't announced it. You got Oba Femi foregoing his world title match to take on Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell.
Well, it'd be pretty stupid if he lost after giving up a world title match, right? So I'm going to go with Oba. The ruler. The mountain you cannot climb. The mountain you cannot conquer. The destroyer. The bringer of war. Did I miss any?
I think you hit all the
He talk about himself like he's Jesus. He's the only other person with that many nicknames.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go Oba as well. So, and I'm guessing you saying Brock Lesnar's gonna take off his boots again.
I think this is just his last one.
He no pump of circumstance. He just fades away, or you think he takes off the boots again?
No, I think he'll make a big deal about it. He'll probably get on the mic and be like, "This is it. I came back to fight this guy. He beat my ass again. I'm done." And he'll shake Oba's hand and go off into the sunset. Minneapolis will give him a big standing ovation.
I'm gonna say it once and I'm gonna say it again. Like, why officially retire? Like, it's not like he's probably having all these ailments. Why not save yourself for a big payday and just quietly retire?
It's probably hard to stay in the shape Brock Lesnar's in too. Like, he's like, man, I'm damn near 50. Like, I'm tired of working out.
Nah, he's over there in Canada chopping trees down, staying in shape. Like, I don't know. I just see Sting as like the pinnacle of like how long you could keep continuing career. Sting was 60 when he hung it up. And Brock Lesnar
Sting also had like 10 years off.
Brock Lesnar wrestles like twice a year. It's not like he's putting wear and tear on his body. So I don't know.
Well, you could be right.
especially
It's a different skill set. Like Sting wore a t-shirt and a sweatshirt and like jeans his last like year and a half. Brock comes out there with his shirt off. Like you got to stay in shape to do that. The way they wrestle is different also. Like it's probably tough to be Brock Lesnar. Like it's more work than you probably think.
I don't know. We've seen even before his time when wrestlers were taking horrible care of themselves. Wrestlers looked at, I mean, they had to for, Brock doesn't have to because he's got money, but you saw like the Terry Funks and all these guys wrestling.
Is that what you want Brock to be? Goddamn Rock and Roll Express?
Yeah.
In 2026, fucking limping out there, doing a little stupid ass fucking clap.
I'm just saying, if he doesn't have any ailments like that, if he has ailments, okay. But if he's like perfectly fine to go, like
he almost died.
He had diverticulitis and he's wrestled like 14 years since that happened. So let's not knock it off. That's not why he I'm just saying,
that man retire, man. He ain't LeBron.
If he we didn't even talk about the Sixers. What a left field that came out of. But
Nixon 5.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that, but we'll get to that when basketball season comes around. But if he doesn't I don't get like forcing retirement if it's not warranted. Like if he can still go, but we'll see. So both of us got open this one. Let's go to the men's world title matches. We got CM Punk, your champion, versus Cody Rhodes. This is kind of interesting. The pick.
My heart says Cody. My brain says CM Punk. So I'm gonna go with Punk.
Why's your heart say Cody, a 4-time champion? Like, what are we doing here?
Because I want him to beat CM Punk's ass.
Talk about Cody Cena. Jeez. Like what? I got Punk in this one. Like let Cody go away for a little bit. Let us miss him. Like throwing the championship on him again. That's like force feeding at this point.
But it's not force feeding Punk with the championship.
Oh, it was definitely
he lost the belt at WrestleMania and comes back and gets a title shot, and he loses the belt in one match and then gets another belt in his next match on a brand he's not even on.
It is force feeding it, but like fans like Punk. I feel like
I like Cody's promo on SmackDown. Like, fuck you. I did everything you said you were gonna do, and I did it better. And they still chanted your name. You're a cocksucker. I like that promo from Cody.
He didn't add that at the end of it, but I get what you're
saying. That's what he meant. You got to read between the lines. He dropped the tea leaves.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
He should have slapped him.
Cody thought he was Kobe, like Draymond said. They don't love you like that. You Paul Pierce.
I like Cody saying, "Hey, fuck that. Turn that motherfucker's music off." By the way, at the end of SummerSlam, this is what your punk ass gonna hear. When you wake up and I'm standing over you with the belt, they're gonna be playing my theme music. And he said, "Hey DJ, turn that shit up," and walked off. I thought that was pimp what Cody did.
You think this main event's night 1 or night 2?
I don't think it main events. I think Brock and Ova's main event of night 1.
Well, if you ain't main event, you open in the show, so I guess they open in one of those nights. Well, let's get to which will presumably probably be the main event of night 2. You got Roman Reigns, your world heavyweight champion, versus Seth Rollins, and for the millionth time, the Shield storyline.
Yeah, Roman.
Yeah, I got Roman as well because they keep emphasizing that Roman's never beaten Seth in a big match. I think he beat him on a random Raw 12 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was a tournament match to get in the world title picture, so I guess that's not big. It's like when Dak wins a playoff game. That wasn't really a big game. The games are only big when he loses. Yeah, I got Roman.
Yeah, I got Roman as well. Yeah, that brings us to the end of the cards. Two cards.
I would be remiss if we didn't get to the Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week this week. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you're going to pick the same person I'm going to pick. Jade Cargill. Yeah, that's a good response to it. Me and my girlfriend kind of had SmackDown on in the background because it was Friday. We were like drunk, just like listening to YouTube music and shit. And Jade comes out and I said, a human being is not supposed to look like that. in like a good way. Like you shouldn't be able to be that muscular and fit and still be like hot also as a woman to look that strong and still fit. Like the dichotomy of her, the way she looks is just ridiculous. But her outfit was phenomenal. The boots worked, the ass kicking worked, like the whole nine. So I don't know if that's your pick, but my pick is Jade Cargill, street clothes rest of the week this week.
Yeah, I'll go with Jade as well. Unanimous pick right there. Jade Cargill showing off on SmackDown.
Yeah. That's all we got for the show. EJ, you got anything you want to add before we get up out of here?
Thanks to everybody in the chat. The chat was live today. So yeah, let's keep the momentum going next week once we recap night one, and maybe we'll change up some of our picks once we see how the card shakes out for night two. So.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody in the chat. The chat was lively today. Hopefully everybody hit that sub button, share us with your friends. We'll be on your podcasting platforms this week. And as usual, every week, Sunday at noon Eastern, we are live here on YouTube. For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another episode of Boot to the Face. Y'all check out AEW Redemption tonight. Until next week, peace.